Good evening and welcome to the Centricom Channel 10 Sports Zone. This show is brought to you by AmeriGas, State Farm Insurance Agent Danny Dykes of Moroni, Carl's Jr., Kern River Gas Transmission Company, Intermountain Power Service Corporation, Central Valley Medical Center, Mountain Land Supply, Materia Natural Resources, and Snow College. Well, on this edition of the Centricom Channel 10 Sports Zone, we'll take a look at highlights from some North Sevier and Gunnison baseball games. Plus, we'll have North Sevier and Gunnison softball games to highlight and some key matchups in Central Action Soccer in Class 2A as Gunnison and Wasatch Academy go at it, and Manti and Gunnison, a game there as well. We'll have highlights of all those games coming up on this edition of the Centricom Channel 10 Sports Zone. We'll kick things off with baseball action on Wednesday, April 6th. Beaver, Utah. Porter Hollingshead had 2 triples, one of which posted 3 RBIs as the Beavers stymied Gunnison 9-4 in non-region baseball action Wednesday. Drew Hill tripled in the loss for the Bulldogs. Baseball action on Tuesday, April 5th in Delta, Utah was Derek Wright pitching a 4-hitter, helping Manti double up Delta 2-1 in 2A Central baseball action. It was Saxton Skeena doubling in the loss for the Rabbits. In Fillmore, Utah, Zane Jurgensen tripled while Cooper Rowdy and Porter Dow each doubled as the South Sevier Rams decimated Millard 12-0 in 2A Central baseball action. Dyson Heath took the win on the mound for South Sevier. In Moab, Utah, was Trevor Okerlund tripling. Landry Nelson added a double as North Sevier defeated Grand 4-0 in 2A East baseball action. It was Fisher Anderson taking the win on the mound for North Sevier. In Richfield, Utah, was Jackson Thalman and McKay Lewis doubling for the Wildcats in an 11-3 rout of North Stampede. In Region 12's doubleheader Tuesday, Tristan Fell doubled in defeat for the Hawks. In Game 2, it was Emmett Hafen doubling, and Richfield down North Stampede in a thriller 2-1, completing the Region 12 doubleheader sweep. Tristan Fell added a double for North Stampede in the loss. And Juab clocked Summit Academy 11-4 in baseball action. Baseball on Friday, April 1st in Salina, Utah. Fisher Anderson homered, and the North Sevier Wolves pummeled San Juan 11-2 Friday in a 2A Central baseball game doubleheader. Rhett Porter tripled for North Sevier, while Braxton Maxwell, Casey Anderson, and Sean Sorensen each added doubles for the Wolves in the rout. Fisher Anderson took the win on the mound for North Sevier. Let's go to the highlights of this one. First, the Wolves started out hot in the first inning as the leadoff hitter Rhett Porter hits this shot up the middle in the first inning to get a runner on base. Then North Sevier's Fisher Anderson rips a ground ball through the hole between short and third to get on base safely in the first inning. In the second inning, and North Sevier up 1-0, Sean Sorensen bloops a drive into right center field for a double. Then Rhett Porter hits a sacrifice fly into center field that scores Noah Porter from third, putting the Wolves up 2-0 in this baseball game. North Sevier had stellar defense in this one as pitcher Fisher Anderson makes a quick move to first and picks off the San Juan base runner. With North Sevier on top in the third inning, 8-0, and San Juan threatening with runners in scoring position, center fielder Rhett Porter fields this fly ball from Bronze Eldridge for the third out of the inning. The Wolves' pitching was solid as starter Fisher Anderson strikes out the Broncos batter with this off-speed delivery. And finally, North Sevier increases their lead here as Sean Sorensen hits a sacrifice ground ball to score Isaac Thompson, giving the Wolves a 10-0 lead over San Juan. North Sevier would go on to win 11-2. In Castledale, Utah, was Daxton Johnson posting a grand slam. Dakota Dutson added a triple as the Delta Rabbits clobbered Emory 19-9 in 2A Central baseball action. Carter Wankier and Daxton Johnson added doubles for the Rabbits in the victory. Moving to Monroe, Utah, Porter Dow had a pair of doubles. Trevin Heath and Zane Jurgensen each had doubles as South Sevier beat South Summit 10-2 in 2A Central baseball action on Friday. Also in Spanish Fork, Utah, was Casey Barnes, Derek Wright, and Jack Gillette each jacking triples as Manti doubled up American Leadership Academy 12-6 in 2A Central baseball action. Barnes also picked up the win on the mound. And Rockwell beat Wasatch Academy in baseball action 6-3. Moving to Gunnison, Utah, was Josh Jones hitting the game-winning home run in the top of the ninth inning and he went the distance on the mound too as the Grand Red Devils outlasted Gunnison 4-3 Friday in 2A Central baseball action. Drayson Pickett and Drew Hill doubled in the loss for the Bulldogs. Here's the highlights of this extra inning thriller. With the game tied at 3, Gunnison's Lane Jensen rips a single here to try to get something going for the Bulldogs. The pitching duel in this one was fun to watch as Drew Hill comes in relief of Parks Bartholomew and strikes out this grand batter. Hill also did it from the plate as he got on in the bottom of the 6th inning and then beats the throw from the Red Devils catcher to steal second base, putting himself in scoring position. Unfortunately, he would be stranded on base. In the bottom of the 7th inning, the Bulldogs get another runner in scoring position to win the game, and Brady Progreski lays down this beautiful sacrifice bunt with 2 strikes to move the Gunnison runner to second base. In extra innings, the Red Devils would try to steal second base as their runner goes for second, and the Bulldogs catcher Gage Mogul guns down the runner as Mark MacArthur applies the tag. Then in the bottom of the 8th inning, Drew Hill gives the team another chance to win as he rips this one-out double to left field, but again the Bulldogs cannot get the run home and they strand him. In the top of the 9th, Grand pitcher Josh Jones crushes a Drew Hill fastball over the left field fence to put Grand up 4-3. Then he heads out on the mound in the bottom half of the inning and gets the final out as he strikes out Gunnison's Brady Progreski right here for the complete game win as Grand wins 4-3. We'll take our first break here on the Centricom Channel 10 Sports Zone. When we come back, we'll have some softball action right after this word from our sponsors.
Have you heard? Central Valley Medical Center is now providing orthopedic surgery. That's right, Dr. Joel Holman is a full-time orthopedic surgeon practicing in Nephi. You no longer need to drive to the Wasatch Front for hip replacement, knee replacement, fracture care, hand surgery, and general orthopedic care. Dr. Holman completed a residency in general orthopedics and a fellowship in hand surgery at the U of U and sees patients in the Nephi Medical Clinic inside Central Valley Medical Center. Call 435-623-3633, 623-3633. The Intermountain Power Service Corporation is proud to bring you this presentation. IPSC is a community-minded company that contributes to our local schools, community organizations, and economy. The Intermountain Power Project consistently ranks among the best of America's coal-based power plants in reliability, cost-effectiveness, and environmental responsibility. Intermountain Power Service Corporation strives for perfection and is honored to be actively involved with Delta, Millard, and Juab High Schools. AmeriGas Propane is America's #1 propane supplier. Why? Because AmeriGas Propane of Central Utah is the most reliable, safest, and responsive propane service. Your AmeriGas drivers go the extra mile to offer service you can rely on. AmeriGas Propane of Richfield features a local staff that serves you 24/7. Don't put a price on your family safety. Call today, 435-896-5071, 896-5071. It's never too late to save on propane. Lock in your price and ask about their monthly payment program. Go to AmeriGas.com.
State Farm Insurance and Financial Services is your best choice for dependable insurance coverage and finance options. Local agent Danny Dykes in Moroni offers all types of insurance, as well as State Farm Financial Services, where you're able to finance your dreams through State Farm Bank. State Farm also offers the Pocket Agent app for smartphones and the new Drive Safe and Save discount. Visit your local State Farm Insurance and Financial Services office in Moroni. Phone 800-347-8601. That's 800-347-8601.
Welcome back to the Centricom Channel 10 Sports Zone. This portion of our show is the courtesy of Materia Natural Resources, Kern River Gas Transmission Company, and Snow College. Softball action on Wednesday, April 6th. Beaver, Utah was Abby Yardley belting a pair of doubles, and Jacoy Christensen posted 8 strikeouts as the Beavers bested Millard 8-6 in non-region softball action. Moving to Tuesday, April 5th, Cedar City, Utah softball action. The North Stampede Lady Hawks came back against the Candy View Falcons to send the game into extra innings. However, the Lady Falcons scored 2 runs in the bottom of the 8th inning to win it 10-9. In Delta, Utah, the Manti Lady Templars exploded for 10 runs in the 4th inning in a 23-7 rout of Delta in 2A Central softball action. Over in Fillmore, Utah, Brielle Chisholm had a pair of doubles as South Sevier got past Millard 14-8 Tuesday in 2A Central softball action. Moving to Gunnison, Utah, was Emily Brackett taking the win on the mound as Gunnison hammered Paiute by a score of 15-0 in 2A East softball action Tuesday. Grand also beat North Sevier 13-0, and Carbon beat Richfield 4-0. Moving to softball action on Friday, April 1st. Let's go to Gunnison, Utah first. It was Reagan Paxman hitting a home run, and the Grand Lady Red Devils routed Gunnison 15-6 Friday in the first game of a 2A Central softball doubleheader. Here's some highlights from the game. First, the Lady Red Devils really got the bats going in this one as the Grand hitter drills this shot to the center field fence for a double. Then Grand's Reagan Paxman gets a hold of this Emily Brackett pitch and sends it over the fence for a home run. Trailing 13-6 late, Gunnison's Paige King hits this single to try to get something started for the Bulldogs. Here, Emily Brackett fires this pitch low and inside to record the inning-ending strikeout for the Lady Bulldogs. Emily also did it from the plate as she drives this base hit into left field to put a runner on. Grand would win the game 15-6. In Game 2, Reagan Paxman homered again for the Grand Lady Red Devils as she helped her team complete the doubleheader sweep of the Gunnison Lady Bulldogs 6-5. In Nephi, Utah, it was Riley Bryan with a perfect 4-for-4 from the plate, adding a triple, while Taylor Williams hit a home run as Juab hammered Class 4A Provo 16-1. In Fillmore, Utah, it was Grace Jenkins and Megan Rasmussen with 2 doubles apiece, leading Millard over the 2A Central team Delta 13-3 in that one. Moving to Monroe, Utah, Lexi Lewis homered, and Hannah Peterson posted 9 strikeouts as South Summit bested South Sevier by a score of 7-3 in 2A Central softball action. Manti also beat ALA 15-0, and San Juan topped North Sevier 15-6, and then San Juan beat North Sevier 18-3 in the second game of a doubleheader. We've got some highlights from that matchup. Although San Juan dominated on the scoreboard, the Lady Wolves had some bright spots as first baseman Kaylee Yardley snags this ground ball and puts the San Juan runner out unassisted. With the bases loaded, North Sevier's third baseman Haley Higgs fields this ground ball and throws it to the plate for the force out and prevents a Bronco run from scoring. San Juan gets a run here as the Bronco batter drills a deep double into center field off the fence. The Lady Broncos show their power here as Kia Black crushes this ball over the left field fence for a round tripper. The Broncos would sweep the Wolves in the doubleheader in Salina. Moving to Manti, Utah, Michaela Cox hit one out of the park and doubled as the Manti Lady Templars bested Grantsville 15-8 in non-region softball action Thursday. Amanda Naylor also hit a 2-run shot for Manti in the win. Softball action on Wednesday, March 30th. Monroe, Utah, Brielle Chisholm belted a pair of home runs, including a grand slam, as well as a double, leading South Sevier to a 15-3 rout of Delta in 2A Central softball action. Parowan also clocked Millard 15-9. Some softball action on Tuesday, the 29th of March. Manti, Utah, the Templars Amanda Naylor and Lexi Alder each hit 2-run doubles. However, Manti, their comeback fell short against South Summit as they were outscored 16-12 in 2A Central softball action. Here's some highlights from the game. First, Templars pitcher Kate Mackey delivers a nice inside pitch here to get a slow line drive off the handle of a bat and catch it for the out. The Lady Wildcats get a run off a line shot over the shortstop's head here to score the base runner from third base. South Summit would get 2 runs on the opposite field hit that scores runners from second and third on this base hit. Here's an interesting call in the ball game. The Lady Wildcats would appear to get a home run as the ball looks to go off of the center fielder's glove and over the fence, which by rule is a home run. However, the home plate umpire overrules the play and calls it a ground rule double as the ball bounced over the fence, in his opinion. The Wildcats would get 2 runs on the hit, however, as it's a ground rule double. Manti would change pitchers on the muddy, snowy day, and Kiana Progreski gets a strikeout on this high inside pitch. With runners on second and third, South Summit would get a base hit to tally on 2 more runs, which upped their lead to 13-5 over Manti. The Templars would mount a comeback as senior Michaela Cox gets an RBI base hit here to cut into that Wildcats lead. Manti would get 2 more runs out of their only other senior on the team as Amanda Naylor drills a shot to right field, and it goes all the way to the fence to score 2 more for the Templars. The Lady Templars would then keep the comeback on as Jada Shaw hits a ball in play and Maddie Cox scores on the air. The rally bats would continue to ring as Lexi Alder drills a line drive into left center field to score 2 more to put Manti within 1. South Summit, however, would score a few more and win this one 16-12. We'll take another break here on the Centricom Channel 10 Sports Zone. When we come back, we'll have soccer scores right after these messages.
Mountain Land Supply of Richfield is the Central Utah leader in plumbing, waterworks, turf, and ag irrigation. Mountain Land Supply features a beautiful showroom with brands you know and trust, like Moen, Delta, American Standard, Toto, Aquatic, LK, Growy, and more. They've also got what every farmer needs as a Valley distributor for all your agricultural supplies, from pivots and sprinklers to wheel lines and water troughs. Visit Mountain Land Supply Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. at 2104 South Red Hills Drive in Richfield.
For just $4, get a double cheeseburger, a spicy chicken sandwich, fries, and a Coke. It's the heavyweight champion of deals. The $4 Real Deal, only at Carl's Jr. All the flavors of a great steakhouse, now on a burger. The Steakhouse Thick Burger. Onion strings, blue cheese, and A1 sauce on 100% Black Angus beef, only at Carl's Jr.
This sports broadcast is brought to you by Materia Natural Resources in Delta, Utah. Advocating education in our Millard County communities, Materian is the only source of high-quality beryllium in North America. Beryllium is used in your car, cable TV, and tablet. It's even used in your cell phone. Because of beryllium, you're connected with family, friends, classmates, social media, and the web. Materian offers a safe and successful sports season to all Millard County schools.
Welcome back once again to the Centricom Channel 10 Sports Zone. This portion of our show is brought to you by Central Valley Medical Center, Intermountain Power Service Corporation, and AmeriGas. Boys soccer action from Wednesday, April 6th, Mount Pleasant, Utah. James Swap and Raul Engel each scored as North Sam Pete doubled up Richfield 2-1 Wednesday in Region 12 soccer action for the boys. Sam Kemp found the net in defeat for the Wildcats. Some boys soccer action on Tuesday, April 5th, Mount Pleasant, Utah. Dong Hong and Eli Fishberg and Gabby Cheng and Ikkyu Fuji each scored as the Wasatch Academy Tigers blanked Gunnison 4-0 in 2A Central boys soccer action. Mike Leonoff had the shutout in the win in the net for the Tigers. Let's go to the highlights of this one. First, about 11 minutes into the first half, Wasatch Academy has a golden opportunity with a loose ball in the box and shoots the ball with the Gunnison goalie out of position, but the Bulldogs defense comes up big with the block. After a throw-in, Wasatch Academy's Charbel Name dribbles through some Bulldog defenders and feeds Dong Hong for the goal, and the Tigers get a 1-0 lead. Just a minute later, the Tigers go up 2-0 on this free kick by Charbel Name as he finds Eli Fishberg, who blasts the shot into the right corner past Gunnison goalkeeper Canyon Caldwell. Gunnison tries to cut the deficit in half as Trey Clark gets a chance on a cross but collides with the Tigers goalkeeper Mike Leonoff, but Clark would get a yellow card for the collision and the goal would be disallowed. Just a minute into the second half, Wasatch Academy strikes again as Eli Fishberg takes the ball on the left side and puts a brilliant cross to Ikkyu Fuji, who puts in the difficult shot just under the crossbar and off the left post for the goal. The Bulldogs would have a chance on a free kick here, but the shot by Cyrus Minor is headed away by the Tigers defense to keep it a 3-0 game. Then the Tigers' Gabby Cheng blasts a long shot here from outside the box that Gunnison keeper Canyon Caldwell misjudges, and it goes into the net for a 4-0 lead. The Bulldogs would get a corner kick for a fantastic chance to score again, but the redirection by Alan Chaparro goes over the net and out of bounds. Wasatch Academy would win this game by a score of 4-0. In Monroe, Utah, Guillermo Frutos, Jake Nielsen, Jorge Lemus, and Michael Wayman found the net as the Manti Templars doubled up South Sevier 4-2 in 2A Central boys soccer action. Andy Johnson and Levi Ott scored in the loss for the Rams. In Castledale, Utah, the Emory Spartans attacked North Sevier and beat them 6-1 in 2A Central Soccer action. Ben Porras had a goal in defeat for the Wolves. In Delta, Utah, it was Trevor Burton scoring a goal, but it wasn't enough as ALA defeated Delta 3-1 in 2A South boys soccer action. Then in Fillmore, Utah, Adrian Villa posted 4 goals. Santos Garcia had 2 more as the Millard Eagles pummeled Parowan 10-1 in 2A South boys soccer action. Alex Wall had 2 more goals. Jordan Jossie and Richard Cruz scored in the rout for the Millard Eagles. And some boys soccer action on Thursday, the 31st of March, Salina, Utah. The Grand Red Devils surged past North Sevier 5-3. 2A Central Soccer action. Ben Porras had a hat trick in defeat for the Wolves. And moving to Castledale, Utah, it was Mujtaba Jabrain scoring twice. Charbel Name also scored as Wasatch Academy blanked Emory 3-0 in 2A Central boys soccer action. Mike Leonoff earned another shutout in the net for the Tigers. In Springville, Utah, Adrian Villa amassed 4 goals, leading Millard to an 8-0 rout of 2A South soccer action opponent Merritt. Giovanni Trejo, that is, had 2 more goals for the Eagles, while Aaron Trejo and Richard Cruz scored for Millard in the win. Amerio Gutierrez earned the shutout between the pipes for the Eagles. Gunnison, Utah, after a scoreless first half, Manti and Gunnison each got a goal in the second half to force double overtime thriller. Each team would have chances to win the game with the golden goal, but the game ended in a 1-1 double overtime tie between the Templars and the Bulldogs. George Lemus actually scored for Manti, while Gunnison's Kyler White scored the equalizer late in the second half. Let's go to the highlights of this thriller. First, the Templars' George Lemus gets a free kick and drills a shot on goal. The Bulldog keeper Canyon Caldwell, though, makes a great play to keep the game scoreless. Manti takes a corner kick that gets into the foot of Weston Cherry, who puts the shot on goal, but it sails over the crossbar for a goal kick. Then Chris Edwards, with a golden chance, shoots it over the crossbar here for the Bulldogs. Kyler White of Gunnison with a great chance here, but he shoots this one wide left on the opportunity. The Templars would take a 1-0 lead here as George Lemus gets a kick on goal. It's deflected. He gets it back and blasts it into the upper right corner of the net, giving Manti a 1-0 lead. Later in the game, Manti's Lemus puts a great foot on the ball to Michael Wayman, who appears to give the Templars a 2-0 lead as he puts it in the net. However, the referee rules the play was offsides and disallows the goal. The Gunnison Bulldogs get their first goal as Kyler White gets a beautiful play here as he shoots it into the net and ties the game at 1 apiece. Gunnison's Kyler White, otherwise called Critter by his teammates, has a great chance here to win the game, but Manti goalie makes a great save to keep it tied. The Templars would get another opportunity to win the game before the final whistle, but Gunnison goalie Canyon Caldwell makes the save, and the game would end in a 1-1 tie after double overtime. Well, we'll take our final break and return with a rundown of tennis and an interview with JUAB baseball player Nick Woolforth.
River Gas Transmission wishes the Millard Eagles good luck this season and reminds everyone that damage from others digging into a pipeline is one of the main causes of pipeline failures. Never guess where a pipeline is located. Whether you're a farmer, rancher, or homeowner, if you plan to dig, call Blue Stakes to make sure all utilities are marked. Call Blue Stakes at 800-662-4111 or the new national 811 number at least 48 hours before digging. Kern River Gas Transmission Company reminds you to call before you dig. It's free. It's the law.
Welcome back to the Centricom Channel 10 Sports Zone. This portion of our show is a courtesy of State Farm Insurance agent Danny Dykes, Mountainland Supply, and Carl's Jr. Well, the Sports Zone was able to catch up with JUAB baseball player Nick Woolforth for an interview. The Wasp senior shared some thoughts about the team and his personal life. First, Nick talks to us about why he enjoys the game of baseball so much.
I've been playing baseball since I was probably 6 years old, starting out with t-ball, just kind of like a lot of guys, and I just like the game so much because, you have to be a team to win games and stuff, and it's just a fun game. You can get on these hot rolls and all this, and, playing small ball or whatever, so it's just fun.
According to the Juab senior, he has a few pitches he's worked on to be competitive from the mound.
I just throw usually fastball and curve and then work in the change when I can, so pitching's one of the funnest parts to me. You can just be out there and kind of control the game yourself and stuff. So
Nick also shares with the Sports Zone who carries the big lumber with the Wasps.
Briar Bryan's probably one of our strongest hitters, and Ty Sossler, he can get on a hot roll, and we've got quite a few guys that when they get on a roll, we'll be able to hit the ball. We just got to get some confidence and get rolling, but we've got a couple guys that'll hit the ball when they get going.
When Nick is away from the ballpark, he enjoys a few recreational activities.
I like to ride dirt bikes. That's fun. Me and my dad like to go do that, and then I like to fish too. Fishing's pretty fun. So,
Juab High School senior Nick Wolforth. Let's go to some tennis action. Richfield taking on North Sanpete, and the Richfield Wildcats defeat North Sanpete 3-2. First singles winner was Jackson Jones of Richfield, defeating Ben Palmer of North Sanpete 6-1, 6-3. Second singles winner was Jake Harris of Richfield over Riker Erickson of North Sanpete 6-1, 6-2. Third singles winner was Carter Moore of Richfield, defeating Ben Fryer of North Sanpete 6-1, 6-1. The first doubles team of the Hawks, Joe Garlick and Brendan Blackham, defeated Jace Haywood and Johannes 6-3, 6-4. And the second doubles team of North Sanpete, Tanner Morley and Dustin Engerhofer of North Sanpete, defeated Dylan Blackner and Parker Achenbach of Richfield 6-3, 6-3. North Sanpete is now 2-2 overall and 1-1 in region play. Manti also defeated Wasatch Academy 5-0. Number one singles winner was Davis Hardy 6-3, 6-2. Number two singles winner was Thomas McFarland 6-love, 6-1. Number three singles winner was Nathan Lee 6-2, 6-love. The first doubles team of the Templars won. Tyler Smith and Caden Kirkman, they won 7-6, 7-6. And the number two doubles team, Sam Tiatia and Connor Meekum, won 6-love, 6-1. And Gunnison beat Delta in tennis 3-2. Number one singles, Ben Agron of Gunnison defeated Brady Tolbert of Delta 2-6, 6-4, 6-4. Number two singles, Justin Visser of Delta defeated Alexander Stewart of Gunnison 6-4, 6-2. Number three singles, Jason Fowles of Delta defeated Hunter Peterson of Gunnison 6-2, 7-6. The number one doubles team of Braden Burrell and Matt Carlisle of Gunnison knocked off Braxton Dutson and Isaac Hansen of Delta 6-love, 6-1. And the number two doubles team of Colby Stevenson and Hunter Anderson of Gunnison defeated Steve Beal and Carter Jones of Delta 6-3, 4-6, 6-4. Let's turn to some high school football news for you. From Pleasant Grove, Utah, former North Sanpete High School football coach Mark Wooten was named the new head coach of Pleasant Grove High School this past week. Wooten was the head football coach of Mountain Crest from 2004 to 2015, compiling a 92-45 win-loss record and becoming the all-time winningest coach at Mountain Crest High. Wooten also coached North Sanpete High School, compiling a 74-59 home-loss record or win-loss record, making him also the all-time winningest coach at North Sanpete High School. The team won 6 region championships and also appeared in 2 state semifinals under his tenure at North Sanpete. Coach Wooten then coached NFL players Junior Ioane at North Sanpete High School, as well as successful college players Colby Clausen and Austin Jorgensen of BYU and Brett Madsen from the University of New Mexico. Turning to soccer action, Real Salt Lake. Real picked up its first road win of the season with a 2-1 victory over Sporting Kansas City on Saturday. Well, that's this edition of the Centricom Channel 10 Sports Zone. A special thanks to our producer, Barrett Hilton. This show has been brought to you by Central Valley Medical Center, Intermountain Power Service Corporation, AmeriGas, State Farm Insurance Agent Danny Dykes of Moroni, as well as Mountainland Supply, Carl's Jr., Materian Natural Resources, Kern River Gas Transmission Company, and Snow College. Well, tune in for our next show, which airs every Thursday at 5:30, right here on Centricom Channel 10.